My name is Skyler Allen, and I'm in the 11th grade, and I like to read a lot. Reading helps you learn new things, like just little facts that are sometimes included in books, and I think it just makes you smarter, because it helps the vocabulary, and it's just fun for me. If a person finds the right book, they can just do nothing else. It's beautiful. She lays her damp cheek on my stomach and hugs me back, and it's the sweetest thing I can remember. Well, at school I generally read every time I get a chance. It's like whenever I finish an assignment or a test. It's also snack and lunch. So it's called Nightlife. I only just started it, so I don't know too much about it, but it seems pretty interesting so far. It's urban fantasy, which means it's fantasy, but not like Lord of the Rings. It takes place in our world, but like with magic and stuff like that. I've always liked fantasy since I was young, and urban fantasy is just sometimes easier to read than fantasy. Although I do read regular fantasy at times. It just depends on what kind of book I'm in the mood for. Sometimes I feel like a light book, a little comedic, or sometimes a serious book. I don't know how many books I've ever read. There are way too many to count. But in a week, depending on the length and the difficulty, I can sometimes read 5 books. Like a book like this takes me maybe a day and a half of reading. I've enjoyed it. Something I've liked for a long time, since the 7th grade. Part of it might be similar to reading, because history is kind of a story in itself. I generally bring 2 books to school in case I finish one, and so I won't have to go through the rest of the day without one. A person should look at the bookstore and first find what genre they like. If you read a book but don't like the genre, you're not going to enjoy the book. And once you find that genre, probably just look around and see what books look good. Career-wise, that's something that I'll do. I think it will, because I've been reading for years now, and I have no intention of stopping.